Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the other apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Lord willing, fall upon our houses. Make sure y'all can hear me. But yeah, man. This is it's basically just like walk and talk. I've been injured the past couple of days, man, so I'm trying to basically, deal with some of that pain, man, and walk it out, so to speak, man. I was down, I wasn't able to go to camp yesterday. So Salakia to, the brothers out there, man. You know, I try not to miss, man. I try not to miss, man, but Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Shai, as well as the brothers, man, can have mercy on me. But hey, nonetheless, this is gonna be ultimately a response, to Elder Bishop Zakaran, which is his YouTube channel is GMS Words Drop Like Honey. He made a video talking about, counting the cost and do you have enough to finish, and it inspired me to ultimately go into the same thing because you counting the cost is one of the greatest things that you can do when coming into this truth, coming into the sheepfold. Really it's something that you need to do, coming into this truth, man. Because if you don't count the cost. Now counting the cost is ultimately you, sitting there, and do taking mental notes on certain things, such as, okay, I can lose this doing this, just like let's say it's like I'm across the street, let's say you have to switch jobs, because something, your job is cutting hours back, and you go to switch jobs. Now you have to sit there and weigh it out. Okay, should I just leave now, and let there be a gap in, my pay structure so that way I can get a full week, or should I, start as soon as, you know what I mean? Kind of like overlapping jobs and stuff like that, man. Like you got to think about these things, man. And when dealing with this truth, you have to understand that there's things that you're going to lose, versus things that you're going to gain. And everything that you're going to gain isn't necessarily going to be, right away. You have to be willing to lose everything in order to gain the kingdom. This is the thought and understanding that you have to have, really going every day in this truth, man. You should be counting the cost every day, because sometimes, when you don't count the cost, you look at something and be like, you'll hold it necessarily. You won't hold it necessarily, above everything else, but you'll hold it in higher regard than other things. And when you lose it, it's like, damn, I didn't know I was gonna lose that, man. And I really like that. I really had, I really, it was really important to me, and we can't be attached to things in this world, man. We cannot. We have to understand that these things come and go. What Apostle Paul, he said, he counts all things as dung, to win Yahweh Shai, man. He says he knows how to abase and he knows how to abound, man. I mean, he knows how to have nothing, and he knows how to have, a lot of things, man. He knows how to be, wealthy versus poor, man. Why? Because he understands that these things that we have in this world, one, they're just temporal, as it says in as he also said, man. In 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, man. The 18th verse. So he understood that. And we have to look at that the same way, because if you don't have that mentality of, okay, these things that I do have, I can lose them. In order to win the kingdom, in order to win Yahweh Shai, in order to win eternal life, in order to win, that eternal rest, I have to be able to lose these things. So you have to sit there and take mental note on, okay, being in this truth, brothers is telling me, the elder apostles, the brothers is telling me, okay, I can lose these things. I can lose these things, coming into this truth. Are these things more important to me than receiving eternal life? Are these things more important to me than, that rest? What am I going to be a homeborn slave and love this stuff and love serving Esau more than I love serving our power? You gotta you gotta have them. You gotta be able to ask yourself these questions, man. And you have to know how to answer them. And you gotta know, because there is a right and a wrong answer, man. The wrong answer is you not counting the cost, or if you do count the cost, the wrong answer would be you saying yes. You love the things that you have in this world, which will ultimately take away from you receiving the kingdom. Versus the correct answer, which should be everybody's answer, which we know it's not going to be everybody's answer, but it should be, it's going to be the elect's answer. Their answer is going to be no. We would rather serve Yahweh Shem El Shai than to keep these things in this world, man. Because again, this world, there's nothing in this world that works properly. There's nothing in this world that actually has any fucking benefit, man. Even out of the plants, even out of the the air, even out of the water, a lot of that nutrients is stripped out of those things, man. A lot of the minerals, the vitamins, stripped out of water, and they put artificial vitamins, artificial minerals in the water, man. The plants, they're basically just fucking it's just basically water in them, man. There's no actual benefits in these plants, man. You got some herbs that actually work, some herbs that that help your body, but for the most part, scriptures talk about us eating our bread defiled, man. So we're eating defiled bread, man. We're drinking that that poison, man. But yeah, man, we're breathing in poison. So everything was ultimately stripped from us, man. So why would you, scriptures tell you, Micah 2:10, arise and depart from this is not your rest, man. This isn't our rest. This is not our rest. So you have to have that, in mind when you're counting the cost, man. You have to have that in mind when you look at these things, and you say, okay, I got to lose this. Okay, well, this never benefited me in the first place. Well, I got to lose, my family, well, if they're part of the elect, they'll be delivered. You got to have that kind of thought pattern, man. You have to have this type of understanding, man. And if you don't, what's going to happen? You're going to count the cost, and you're going to look at it as if the kingdom is not worthy compared to what you're about to lose, which is going to lead to your destruction, man. Counting the cost, man, is so important. And again, we got to do this every day, because there's some things that we're going to go through and lose every day, man. You might lose your job, because of this, the icky vicky requirement, man. Hey, bro, at that moment right there, you got to count the cost, man. Even though you've already done it, even though you've already gone through, some of these things, and say, you know what, I'd rather serve the Yahweh Shem El Shai. You made it through, and the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai provided. Hey, well, that doesn't mean that you stop counting the cost. No, you got to continue to count the cost, man. Because some people are going to lose their job, and they're going to have to sit there, and it is going to weigh on them, man. It's going to suck, losing your job isn't fun, but you got to sit there and be like, you know what, am I doing this for Yahweh Shem El Shai's sake? Am I going to receive a reward at the end of the day? Well, because Yahweh Shem El Shai said what? Matthew the 19th chapter, 28th verse, he said that a man that forsaketh his house, his mother, his father, his brother, his sister, and so on and so forth, all these things, land for the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai's name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, man. So if it comes to family, if it comes to friends, if it comes to losing your house, or it comes to losing your job, well, think about it, man. You get money with a job. If you have to forsake a job for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai's sake, man, and well, guess what? All the money and the wealth that you could have received from that job, had you continued to if you had you continued to forsake the Lord and be in the world, and well, guess what? Now because you trusted in the Lord, because you counted the cost and knew that serving Yahweh Shem Shah was greater than what you could receive, hey, guess what? You're gonna have whatever you could have received times 100, man. You know, because you chose to serve Yahweh Shem Shah. You chose to sit here and be like, you know what? I'm gonna have patience, man, because yeah, this world is all about, you know, now, here, give it, give me, you know. And well, if you have patience and you have that different mentality, that's the mentality the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah is dealing with, man. That patient, that okay, you know, I'm content with what I, you know, because if you know, Apostle Paul said that, man, you know, he's content with whatever position he's in his life, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing what he had said, man. He's content with it, man. And that's how we have to be, man. We got food, we got water, we got shelter. You know, we have a job, you know, for the time being, because we know the mandates are going to come out. You know, we have everything that we could need, man. We have this word, man. We have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is the greatest thing that we can have. You know, because that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is coupled with Yahweh Bashem Shah's name, man. You know, and the knowledge of being able to sit here and know that Yahweh Shem Shah protects those that trust in him, that believe in him, that call upon his name. You know, come on, man. That's the greatest. We have the greatest knowledge ever, man, to exist. You know, and as of right now, that should be enough. You know, we don't need all these other things, man. You know, we don't need to have, you know, a nice car. Now, it's not unrighteous for you to have a nice car. It's not unrighteous for you to have a house. It's not unrighteous, you know, for you to have money, you know. But we're not sitting here, you know, thinking about these things as and esteeming them, you know, highly, man. You know, we understand that we can lose these things. You know, we understand that these things can be taken away from us. You know, and is it gonna suck? Yeah, but we don't really care. You know. That's the mentality that you got to have, man. You know, these are the things that you have to be able to think about on a daily, man. Because again, you're going to lose stuff, man, especially when you first come into the truth. You know, brothers have accounts of, you know, as soon as they came into the truth, hey, they immediately became homeless, lost everything, man. You know, lost absolutely everything, you know. And guess what? Now the position that they're in now is completely different. It's better off, you know. It's better off than what they were in before, you know? Why? Because they continue to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, continue to count the cost and say, you know what? I'm going to continue to serve Yahweh Shem Shah, man. I'm not going to go back into the world. I'm not going to do this, that, and the third, because I know what it'll lead to. I know it'll lead to destruction, and I don't want to be destroyed. I know that what I'm doing, I know that whatever I lose, whatever I suffer, I'm going to get back times 100, man. You know, and one of, you know, our greatest example is Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai had absolutely nothing, but now he has everything. When he was here as Yahweh Shai, he had absolutely nothing. He didn't even have a place to lay his head. He didn't have nothing. And we have the greatest example because when he was King Solomon, he had damn near everything. When he was Yahweh Shai, you know, for those that can receive it, when he was Yahweh Shai, he had absolutely nothing, man. And he went through that his 33 years of having absolutely fucking nothing, man. You know? And when he was offered with, you know, being crowned king, and what did he do? He dipped. He said, no, I ain't gonna receive that. Because what I'm gonna receive from my father is greater than what you people can give me. You know, and that's the mentality that we have to have, man. We have two great perfect examples, man. First Yahweh Shai, and then Job, man. Job knew what, you know, what was going to happen, man. He even told his foolish wife, you know, when she told him, you know, to curse the Most High and die, and she said, thou speakest as a foolish woman, because he was astonished, man. He thought he had a woman of integrity. He thought he had a woman, you know, of wisdom, you know. But that even shows you, you know, even these righteous women out here, man, you know, these righteous women are you know, they're materialistic, man. You know, they want to have the things in the world, man. So it's up to us to hold fast to our integrity, just like fucking Job did, man. You know, our forefather Job, you know, because even then at that moment, he told her, thou speakest as a foolish woman. Shall we not receive good at the hand of the Most High and not evil? Meaning we're going to lose, but we also got to know that we're going to gain, you know. or you might gain first, but then you might lose it all and then have to, gain it back some way, somehow, if it be the will of the Most High, man. This is the things that we got to go through. You have to count the cost. You can't sit here and think, oh, everything that I have, it's just going to keep going now that I'm with Yahweh Bashim El Shah. No, he wants to test you, man. He's going to test you. Well, that's Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the 5th verse, where it says, an acceptable man shall be tried in the furnace of adversity. We're going to be put through trials, man. We're going to be put through these tests to see how we are going to ultimately come out on, if we're going to come out, if we're going to fail or we're going to pass, we're going to come out on top. Because Yahweh Bashim El Shah wants us to come out on top. Yahweh Bashim El Shah, and the only way that we can is if we continue to trust in Yahweh Bashim El Shah, if we continue to believe in him, if we continue to have faith and prove our faith to him by making our bodies a living sacrifice, by sitting here and, hey, putting it on the Yahweh Bashim El Shah, say, hey, just like what did he say? What did he say? It was Job, man. Roughly paraphrasing what he said. My phone right here. I'm just out here walking, so I don't have my scriptures with me, man. Just speaking scripturally, man, quoting some scriptures. But he said, "Thou giveth and thou takest away." Roughly paraphrasing what he had said. You have to be like, hey, you know what? You gave it to me, and it's yours. If you take it away, it's truly yours. So really, none of this stuff is ours, man. None of this stuff is ours. So we can't sit here and whine and cry when the shit gets taken away from us, man. It's a blessing when you receive some things, man. But if you get it taken away, what are you to cry for, man? Yeah, man. You got to count the cost, man. Again, this is something that you got to do every day because again, we're going to be in situations, especially coming up soon. We're talking about real soon, man. January the 10th is when they're going to start forcing, which they're not going to, they're not going to fine anybody, until February the 9th, but they're going to start forcing, these businesses with 100 plus people to make it to where people got to actually, take the icky vicky, man. And a lot of jobs are going hard, man. Even though OSHA saying they're not gonna, start finding these businesses until February 9th. Hey, a lot of businesses are still saying, you know what, we're just gonna implement it now. You people got to take it. If you don't take it, then so be it. Like my job, my job is making it, because I had switched my job, man, and my job now is saying that by tomorrow on Monday, January 10th, those that are unvicky, have to mask up, man. And those that are, they can show their, their card and this, that, and the third, man. But by February 9th, everybody has to be icky vicky, otherwise you're gonna have to test. And I asked, my boss if I could put in a religious exemption, and he said, yeah, and I would be the first one to do it, and Lord will, Yahweh Bashim El Shah, I don't want to write I can get that exemption. So Baba Shah, if y'all can pray for me, and likewise I'll pray for you for those, because we should be doing this anyways, man. We should be putting in these religious exemptions and so on and so forth, man. You don't have to break down exactly, who you follow after, but put it out there and let them know, hey, it's against it's against what I believe in. If they ask you what you believe in, just basically say, I believe in the Bible, and the Bible says you can't do this. You don't have to give them a whole life story. You don't have to go out there and this, that, and the third, man. But we should be doing these things, man. So that way, Lord willing, if it be the will of Yahweh Bashim El Shah, we can continue to work, man. But if not, then oh well, we're gonna go find another job, man. Counting the cost, part of counting the cost, knowing that you're gonna lose your job, knowing that you could lose, family members, because a lot of people, are not, messing with certain family members because they're not icky vicky, man. At that point, we gotta say fuck it, man. We have that truth. We have the understanding, the proper understanding of the scriptures, man. By the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim El Shah, we have the truth, man. So anybody else that's outside of this truth, anybody that don't have this truth, hey, fuck them, man. Straight fuck them, man. You know, we ain't worried about none of this shit, man. We're worried about serving Yahweh Bashim El Shai to the best of our ability, so that way we can get the hell up out of here, man. Screw everything else, man. Nothing else matters except for that. Not our family. Our family still matters, but they're not, they don't matter like, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, nor serving Yahweh Bashim El Shai, man. We esteem Yahweh Bashim El Shai and serving him above everything. Nothing is even close to Yahweh Bashim El Shai, man. Everything else comes absolutely last. Absolutely last. There's only two positions, first and last, man. Yahweh Bashim El Shai first, everything else last, man. Again, that's the mentality you gotta have when you come into this truth, man. If you don't have the mentality, if you're not in that proper, the proper mindset of Yahweh Bashim El Shai is worth more than what you have in this world, you're not gonna make it, man. That's just facts, man. That's just facts, man. So, hey, serve Yahweh Bashim El Shai, man. For those that are truly serving Yahweh Bashim El Shai, those that truly worship Yahweh Bashim El Shai and esteem him greater than everything in this world, like our forefather Moses did, man. He esteemed a servant, our Lord Yahweh Bashim El Shai, greater than the riches that he would receive, being second in command to Pharaoh, man. That's another great example that we have, man. Which is King David in the reincarnation. If you can receive it. So, we have Yahweh Shai's example, we have King David, as well as Job, man, and many others, man. Apostle Paul, many others, man. And so continue to count the cost every day, man. And examine yourself, man. If you start thinking in yourself, man, man, I really need that. I really need that car, man. You really don't. I really need this new house, man. I really need these new shoes. You really don't. You really don't. Because in reality, everything that we're gonna get is gonna be better than anything that you can get on this planet, man. Anything, So just live simply, man. Just be content with where you're at right now. Now, again, it's not unrighteous for you to have new shoes. If you got the extra funds, you know what I mean. You're not, you know what I mean. You're not, you're like, oh, I gotta get these new shoes. I gotta get, if it's just like, cool, I got the extra funds, and let me get some new shoes, man. Now we ain't got a whole wall of shoes, you know what I mean? We ain't worried about it like that, but you know what I mean? Some brothers do collect shoes. Some brothers, some brothers hustle shoes, And I don't know who any of those brothers are, but I'm just saying, some people do that in the world, who that might be a hobby, But nonetheless, again, we're not worried about, for those brothers that are in the truth that are like that, man. Those brothers are not, they're not worried about those damn shoes. If need be, they can sell them shoes and never have to buy another pair, ever, if it comes to that point, man, But yeah, man, I just wanted to get my 2 cents on that, man. We should be counting the cost every single day, man. We should be counting the cost, at all times and with everything, man, Because if you're not, you're truly not in the right spirit, man, Especially the time that we're coming into, man. With everything that's happening, hey, you should be counting the cost more now than you have been before, man. Hey, so with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shema Kakadash that belongs to the other apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone that rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and its sincerity to the best of their ability. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh Shema Shalom willing upon a house of them sake. Farm Yashawala and above Washington.